Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Can you say best of 7? That's exactly what's happening right here, right now. And I've got a replay package that has been sent to me courtesy of Mr. Dang Shot, who has provided us with a very, very entertaining best of 11 just recently. Recently in that case, meaning two weeks ago or something. But those replays are not featuring him. They are featuring the finals of the Caution Cup, and it was played out between Blackened, spawning as, he has gone full communist here, spawning as Russia, which is a geopolitically an unfortunate time to do so, but in terms of OpenRA gameplay, that should be just fine. And he is up against Despro. Despro has not featured on my channel very prominently just yet, but he is a great player. Dog gets a victory against a rifleman. You don't see that every day. Skirting around the edges. That was a nice play. Wait, does he have... No, it looked like a heal. But that's just the health bar being tiny. Yeah, Despro has definitely carved out a niche for himself as a very strong 1v1 player, despite me not covering him, but that doesn't mean very much nowadays, because I'm simply, real life is unfortunately keeping me busy. But yeah, we are here, first game in a best of 7 series, and this is about to be awesome. By the way, Dangshot has informed me that prior to these matches, none of these players has dropped a single map. This is insane. So I don't know how stiff the competition was. Ooh, double doggo action here, getting hold of another rifle, but not finding the engineer just yet. Yeah, Despro's playing it super safe. Not knowing how many dogs they're lurking about, could be a wolf pack. Oh boy. If you know the wilderness of Russia, fun story time. Back when Russia was a more innocent place, I used to visit there in Yekaterinburg. We had I've seen tons of stray dogs, and they were forming packs in the parks at night. That was kind of... We were in an encounter with a pack of dogs at some point, and that was honestly iffy. They didn't really do anything, they just circled us, and were taking our scent, I guess, taking a little sampling lick, but they did not attack us. But it was such a weird feeling. It was at least 9 or 10 stray dogs. Yeah, Despro, that's not a very safeguarded engineer, is it? That is more some light infantry support. Alright. That is some micromanagement here. Oh, the dog gets chipped away at, but the rifleman escapes for now. Both the engineers are in mortal peril. Both these players are saving up just that extra tiny bit of cash. Oh, that was a 1 War Factory, 3 Harvester, 1 Light Tank build from Despro. Interesting and very off meta. He's not gonna find any valid targets for now, because Blackened also went for a refinery first, and he has just forgone any and all vehicle production outside of Harvesters. Well, he's got an APC now, but nothing you can really do with that. APC versus Light Tank is very much a wet noodle fight. It's just hitting each other with pool noodles over and over again. Oh, by the way, the webcam for now... Ooh, fence crushed. Rush revealed. The webcam for now is probably gonna be staying on for a little bit, because actually many people have expressed that they want it back, and for now, yeah, we're just gonna try something different. We're gonna keep the webcam on for at least a little bit. Maybe I'll try and play around with the transparency. People have asked why it isn't possible to make it smaller. That has to do something with the aspect ratio that I myself don't fully comprehend. Problem is that whenever I try to move it further down to the bottom right, it just disappears. Whenever I try to make it smaller, it makes the aspect ratio weirder and weirder. Okay, rocket attack here. The rockets are not really in a place to respond just yet. I mean, you see the DPS that flame towers are doing though, right? And luckily Blackened has definitely treated himself to some spare power there. He's on 3 power plants already, which is kind of unconventional, I have to say. Yeah, so nothing is counted this, and the first heavy tank is already out. Like, those light tanks, come on. They can maybe pelt away at an oil derrick for a little bit. Oh wow. Blackened has not taken this derrick just yet. The engineer's been all but forgotten about here. An NG snipe has happened, courtesy of Despro's rifles there. Deductive casting. Oh wow, the light tanks are actually taking out a harvester here. That is surprising. DPS not too shabby. Ooh, one of the light tanks gets destroyed. But that's completely worth it. So the fun thing is, flame towers, you can outplay them so easily with light vehicles as long as you keep just moving about, but he's not taking the risk. He knows that Blackened's army is going to respond in time. Gets a harvester though with 3 light tanks, that's quite solid. He himself is only on 3 harvesters here. Yikes, that is a 1 base build. I don't like where this is going for Despro. More like Desperado. Very desperate for economy right now. The 6k trading behind and 0 cash in the bank. But he has managed to shave off a harvester from Blackened as well. Still though, look at the asset discrepancy. Not much has been killed and I actually think he's ahead in the combat tab, yeah. No, Blackened has killed more. But this is not a very good build if you fail to inflict any critical damage in the early game. And 1 harvester certainly isn't enough to pay the toll for this build. Did not really accomplish what Despro was trying to do here. Yeah, Despro, by the way, playing as France, but we haven't seen any fakes just yet, which is just a shame. Yeah, double War Factory build. I knew that this was the general idea. It's just a super early second War Factory though, because the economy is not yet saturated at all. Alright, little diversion attack, and then moving in through the front door. Knocking at the wall of flame. A couple rockets are at the tail end of this army. He's trying to camp for a harvester, but this harvester for now is safe. Alright, I mean, the army is so much larger for Blackened though, as soon as he realizes that. Let's just check the army tab. Yeah, just skyrocketing. And production tab is telling me that Despro is still hellbent on making this work. He is producing more tanks. We need more tanks. Good old China tank tactics. China inf tactics would be very counterproductive here. Heavy tank gets a whiff of the light and gets to not take it out just yet. All right. APC has been dealt with, but it was just an empty vessel, just a little container. Nothing too serious here. That light tank went down from a single rifle salvo. Not the healthiest light tank anymore. And here comes the main brunt of the force. The spearhead. Mechanics are being mixed in from Despro. I like that a lot. Problem is, you can't contest this infantry death ball at all. And he has basically foregone any and all infantry production. His infantry forces are so limited. And he doesn't have the critical mass to crush this entire army. Losing 2 tanks on the way out here. Oh, maybe a 3rd. No, not quite, but that is horrible news regardless. The mechanic is gonna be busy for a while, patching up those tanks. Repair speed is similar to Battlefield 4. Pillboxes are starting to appear now, but this is such a dense infantry mass, it's really hard to push through there. On the other side, the siege is still ongoing without the besieged actually being aware of that fact. So one could say that the siege is not very successful, not going very well right now. MCV push is coming in. Is that a Tesla ready? Yeah, it's a flame tower, that's fine. Radar transition from Despro, but he is so behind in the economy department that he really needs a miracle to make this work right now. Yeah, the assets trading 6k. Not the worst just yet. But he's hemorrhaging squads. Plus, he doesn't have the infantry mass to really make a dent into this army. Oof. 4 synced bazookas for an insta-kill on a tank. Very solid. Yeah, here's the Tesla. Nikolai would be proud. Oh no! Power's out, and the pillbox is focusing on the heavy tank for now. Good crushes from the tanks, though. Is he actually gonna turn this around? The crushes have been stellar. Oh, tanks are running circles around this army. Okay, this is unexpected. Whoa! What are the crush rates? Finally, the heavy armor has dried up, but there's artillery support from Despro. Is he actually going to be able to turn this around? This has been a really good push. Oh, his economy is being dismantled though. Here's the split push. He needs to really make sure he dislodges this base and then rotate over to his main. Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. The artillery is woefully out of position. Okay, has managed to push out the MCV. But now he needs to commit and then move back. That's gonna be so hard for him. Yep. The main base is already being pushed in. Fortunately, there is a secondary war factory. Would you take a look at that, huh? Artillery is dead. Second artillery is coming in, though. And there is a helipad. Alright, so you're saying there's hope. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, the forward outpost has been destroyed. To be fair, Blackened has lost a lot of assets in this. Alright, in comes the split push. Man, the tank micro from Despro. I really gotta commend the man here. Getting some really good crushes. So, losing 2 tanks to friendly fire, but that's still completely fine. That's a-okay by me. Trying to close the sack on the relocated and newly regrouped MCV there. Splitting off a little part of his army. Trying the divide and conquer strategies. Well, that could be very efficient if he gets to snipe those harvesters. He himself has lost a lot of harvesters though. It is even. Combat tab. Oh, Despro has definitely traded up recently. I'm gonna go back to production. There is no signs of raid attack for Blackened, but honestly that is kind of very becoming of Blackened. He was one of the OG mass tank players. Then he had a quick phase where he switched over to... that was good micro, but still into the fangs of the bazookas. There was a quick phase where he switched over to early tech rushes. I remember his V2 rushes from 1.5 years ago, maybe. But he seems to be back on his preferred build order. The tank micro from Despro. Getting the sickest crushes in. Oh! Blackened has lost 2 more harvesters here. Sneaky expansion, not so sneaky. Despro definitely with a hunch here. Trying to... yeah, he's trying to go for the ore field. Camp the ore field, that's completely fine. Oh, nice. That is prime loot for the Blackhawk there. Can just try and snipe individual soldiers. Just thinning out the armies. Because he gets to do that without retaliation. That's when Blackhawks are really effective, and they're not traditionally very effective in the recent years. The meta has very much shifted towards those death balls, and Blackhawks just fall incredibly short of those death ball pushes because they just get obliterated in one tap. And there's a couple rocket soldiers involved, but when it comes to those smaller engagements, they definitely can be efficient. Alright, is it time for some crushes here? The medics are out healing the crushes. Kappa Pride. Alright. That was a really good trade again for Despro, and he gets to retain his harvester. On this side, he has lost the little army, but that was completely fine for now. Sneaky expansion has been established. And Blackened is none the wiser. It's starting to appear that Blackened is on the back foot. Surprising after this early game. Huh. Who could have seen that one coming? Alright, Despro definitely making an impact. Turning it around with really good tank positioning and micro. And I think the economy for Blackened isn't looking too rosy anymore. Yeah. It's not looking like peaches. He has to eat leftovers for the upcoming battles. Ooh, Tanya, there's a tier 3 already. That is very sexy indeed. Speaking of sexy, OG Tanya. Oh. That was, you know, a real, almost believable commando. At least more believable than the following iterations. I've commented on this again, but the actress, I think she was not featured in any other in any other stuff anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. Trying to go for the Blackhawks. Nope. She She was not featured in any other media anymore, as far as I'm aware, because I tried looking her up on IMDb and I didn't find a single other entry other than Red Alert. But yeah, she was absolutely fantastic, killing it as a commando. Way more believable than, what was it, Jenny McCarthy, and who was playing her in Red Alert 2. I don't recall right now, but yeah, that was just, you know, this sexy Tanya just didn't work in that setting. Oh, the radar jammer. Are we seeing another radar jammer situation? Oh, we've got blast off. Basically nothing has been lost in this push for Despro. Even gets to retain the radar jammer and patch it up. Tanya is in a commanding position. The flak trucks cannot connect onto the Blackhawk. Tech superiority victory here. It appears to be the case. He's also... Wow, Despro is really good at maintaining his Blackhawk positioning here. Blackhawks and Tanya in basically an unassailable position. Cannot be ambushed. That is so well played. That is micromanagement at its finest. Using just getting the positioning on all the on all their units so right. And Blackened is trying for a deathball push, but it doesn't have the firepower anymore, and Tanya is just going to town, sniping stragglers. An all-in push is attempted from Blackened, but there is just nothing. He does not have any assets left anymore. Nothing left in the tank. Medics are coming forward. Some real aggressive field medics there. Medic! Oh, okay, the Blackhawk is gonna fall out of the skies, and the artillery is being obliterated. Tanya is going to town. She's being patched up. Yep, mobile flags cannot contest this in the slightest. Oh, the Lyric is still alive. Somehow. Yeah, that was just honestly fantastic play from Despro. His addition of mechanics and medics, because he's not sending them into the fray willy-nilly, he's really keeping them alive. He is making it work. Ah, Tanya has died somewhere. Yep. Oh, she got sniped by a Yak. The first Yak out. Oh, he's being desperate. Yep. Yep, Blackened is going for the old Flamer APC, Flame On, plus mass airfields. This ain't the time for it. Man, this radar jammer. Okay, it's finally being taken out by the heavy tank, but it has definitely served its purpose. Can unfortunately not retire and tell its its grandchildren about its heroic exploits, but that was certainly one of the best radar jammers next to the one that we've seen in the previous series from... That was from Dankshot, yeah. That was a sick radar jammer, I recall. Very distinctive. Alright, tanks have dried up. Little dry spell in the armor department from Blackened, who has now resorted to APCs. Mass APC load-ups. I mean, that is probably his best shot. But at the same rate, he is being pummeled from all sides and angles, and it's not looking too hot anymore. What about the combat tab? Geez, 90 over 75k. Economy, 63 over 42k. It is starting to look like this is a clean sweep at that point. Favor of Despro. Where's the Flamer APC going? This could take out the entire economy lines plus the War Factory. Okay, Despro has another backup War Factory though. Tech Center, has it been revealed? No, he does not know the Tech Center positioning. He needs to have a full scouting run of the map, but he does not have the time nor the economy to do this. He is completely broke. One last army here. Harvesters have all been sniped. There is no more economy left on this map for Blackened at all. He does not have a single angle anymore, plus mass radar jammers. Radar jammers on artillery are really annoying to deal with the Soviets. You need heavy armor superiority, but then your infantry becomes kind of useless, so you need to snipe their tanks with your tanks without relying on rocket soldiers, because the radar jammers are so effective at countering them. Oh, Tech Center out from Blackened. How did he manage to squeeze out the funds for this one? That was probably a was a state grant or community-financed endeavor. I mean, it's communism, so everything's a community endeavor. Where did the Flamer APC go? Wait a sec. Did he lose that? Did he randomly lose that? Oh no, the Texan is... Oh! Nasty. Tanya is still alive. Oh, she got crushed. That was a nice APC though. Really nice APC play, but he has no way of dislodging those artilleries anymore. Lost his yaks prior to this engagement. And trying for an all-in push here, but there is no armor at all. The artilleries are gonna go to town very soon. Turning around for one more shot. Ooh, nasty. Good hit. And in come the Blackhawks to clean up the remainder of this pitiful little army. Small dispatch. Yo, those are pacifist Blackhawks, alright. There is a single single yak out now. Ain't gonna cut the mustard, my friend, I'm sorry to inform you. 7 over 0 harvesters. Yeah, every single harvester of Blackened has been sniped. It is looking a bit bleak. GG, and that is the opening match. What an opening salvo. 1-0, 1-0 up for Despro. We are gonna be casting game number 2 in rapid succession because I want more of that. See you in a sec.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, game numero 2, and it is on Nachtlicht. Oh, that's nice. It does feature a distinct night light. I like the map design. It's kind of basic, but the tiles, you know, it's nicely designed. So if you're unfamiliar with the lighting here, this is not your eyes playing a trick on you, and this is not me recording in a weird with a weird tint or something. This is the map itself. Has this kind of gloom to it, which reminds me of the Tiberian Sun gloominess, which I guess is a feature of the engine that got imported due to progress being made on Tiberian Sun. Dog out again for Redent. Yeah, he's certainly fallen prey to. He's in the fangs of communism. Most certainly. And this time Despro is also going for Russia, so this is a good old mirror match. Alrighty. Dog v dog action. It's always very tense to play because one small misstep with the dog and its mincemeat takes exactly 1.5 salvos to kill. From a rifle, mind you. And let's analyze the map while we're at it. This seems to be relatively scarce in the eco department. But you've got... Okay, first blood. Yep. First blood from Blackened, who has managed to inch his way forward and snipe the dog. That's a big win. Despro, however, does retain the control of the oil lyric. That gives... Oh, nice. Nice catch here. Oh, it even makes the font really weird to read. So this overlay is also affecting the fonts. Interesting. Was not aware that that's the case. Despro has parked his infantry pretty much everywhere, but Blackened is not dropping the ball on the micro. Damn, son. He has not lost a single unit, I think. Yep. 400 over 0. Oh, Despro. This man is certainly no stranger to cheese strategies. Alright, I love myself a good V2 rush as Soviets, and that appears to be the case. Maybe V2 Yak combo. It is relatively effective on a map like this because you've got one lane. You can essentially lock yourself into this lane with lots of infantry pressure and get some V2s to fire from the backlines. And where is your opponent gonna flank from? There is no flanking angle. So this is kind of a smart move. I like this on this map. Yep, the first Yak is coming online. Problem is, this is a 2-harvester build. I've played this build before and I absolutely love it. But you need to be so careful. One small misstep, losing your first Yak, revealing it too early, and your opponent's just gonna capitalize. Also, if your opponent goes for a standard build, you're basically in a timer because he's gonna have like 6 harvesters by the time you have 3, and is also gonna have an MCV and an expansion. So you really need to make him pay hard. Otherwise, this is gonna fall flat on its nose. But I absolutely love this build. It is so cool to play. Alright, let's take a further look at the map. There is only 1.5 expansion slots and the rest is contested territory. Really interesting. Oil derricks, there are 4 of them. Oh, out comes the Yuck. Taking a good chunk out of the MCV's health, but nothing further is gonna come of this. Yeah, gets a good read on the map at least. With the line of sight advantage, he's gonna absolutely mow this army down. Rat-a-tat-tat goes the Yuck. What a great unit. Just don't lose it. I've stated it time and again, but those are basically explosive-filled paper bags. Flame Tower not coming online just yet. Oh wait, was that... Yeah, that was the original MCV from Blackened. That was not an expansion. If this had met a double Yuck timing, he could have straight up lost the game there. But it didn't. Look at the Flame Tower scorching. Oh, scorching the way. Like, those have a significant amount of health. Look at the damage. This is... Wait a sec. Friendly fire? Not too bad. Base push over the ridge. That's gonna be a Tesla coil. This is really smart. Texan a rush for Despro. All right. Oh god, that's gonna be right in the center mass. 1200. That was a straight up kill shot. That was 4 for the price of 1. Can the Tesla coil actually reach this? This is gonna be absolutely crazy. All right. Oh, the Tesla coil has already been deployed for Despro. Very smart. Preemptive counter. Oh no, every shot counts. Every single shot counts. The cavalry are coming in, trying to kill the V2. The V2 is microed so well here. Oh, Despro, my man, absolutely tearing it apart with this build. I love this. This is so unconventional. This is an absolutely hilarious game. I love this deeply. This speaks to me. This speaks to my soul. Now he only has light vehicles left, but it is for now enough to push back the infantry from Despro. He needs another Tesla to keep his V2 rocket launcher safe. He only has 1 of them, by the way. Oh, that was a whiff. Tesla whiffing for now. He needs more flame towers now. Tesla coil is ready, but does he have the power? Yep! Ooh, blanket fire. V2 goes down, but so do... Oh god! Low power as well. What a crazy game. There is range for a base push here. This might spell troubles for Despro, who is now being pushed back on off-roads. That's his only barracks. Oh, yikes. Such good micro, and yet I feel this is not enough. Shock Troopers. Shock Troopers are interesting in this base push scenario because they can actually outrange basic defenses outside of Tesla coils. Tesla tanks as well. He's got 1 Shock Trooper, 1 Tesla tank, and 1 Yak attack plane. And that's the extent of his army. Whoa! That is a game indeed. Problem is, I think, yeah, the economy is gonna be problematic. Look, Blackened is harvesting from his patches full capacity. Good lord. This is a hilarious game. Tesla tanks are not that great here because they need to play 50 to pick up. That is traditionally, okay, V2 rocket launchers back on the menu. That is traditionally something that they really struggle with. Single target damage is good, but when it comes to AoE, Tesla tanks just don't offer that, so... That plus they have flimsy armor, so... Oh. V2 survives for now. Tech center is being taken under siege. The problem is the eco. It barely has any econ here. Is he gonna manage to push back Blackened? I don't think it's enough. I genuinely don't think it is. Yep. There goes another flame tower. And as soon as you have flame towers in your base, you're in trouble, my friend. Because flame towers don't mess around against wood armor. They don't mess around against any armor type, to be honest. It's just their range and the fact that they don't hit anything reliably. Yep, 0 income for Despro. Does it with old Derek? Nope. It's legitimately 0 income. Man, what a shame. What a game and what a shame. He didn't get away with the tech rush because, yeah, Blackened was just aggressive enough to stifle this before it becomes too dangerous. Counterattack here. Taking out a harvester here or there, but at the end of the day, this is gonna prove relatively fruitless because... Oh! He somehow managed to squeeze out enough to get another 2v2s, but he does not have the cash for anything economy related right now. And the Tesla tank is dead. That was the entire extent of his army. Yeah, Despro, what a show. He's definitely been putting up a show here for us, but yeah, ultimately no dice. And there's still a shock trooper here. Oh, 2 shockies. Alright. 2 shockies, 1 harvester. He managed to get that back up. That is solid. Base creep can continue. Blackened. Oh, Blackened is also broke though. 4 harvesters over 1. 2 derricks as well. Yeah, that's just... he doesn't have the line of sight anymore. There is just nothing that Despro can do to catch up. He's so far behind in the eco department. Flak trucks, the most lethal of all weapons here in the game. He has to play it like... Oh god, his only harvester! He has to play it like one of those bunker missions in Red Alert 1. Where you had nothing. Where you had to make do with limited unit supplies. What's the guest? I think actually, by the way, he managed to get his harvester by means of cash bounties. I'm not even kidding, I think... Yep. I think Despro was so broke at one point that only cash bounties could save him. That is hilarious. Tesla coil is back up. He doesn't have a vision provider. No forward scout here. Blackened is mining so efficiently though. This map, I haven't touched on this before, but the original expansion features 4 different ore mines, so you definitely can get some serious income from your main base if you manage to contain yourself. Flak trucks are coming in hot. Oh, pelting away at... Oh no, that's the V2 down. Yeah, ain't looking too hot. Let's check the production lines again. What's it gonna be for Despro? There is a flak truck. There is a flak truck. Oh! Is he gonna capture this? Oh, so close! That was literally half a second. That was a split second too late. Yeah. Blackened's got this on lockdown because he managed to secure the old spot, the mining spots for himself. But holy crap, what an entertaining game. Completely topsy-turvy, mass flak trucks for the victory. When do we ever see this unit composition being effective? Oh, it's gonna be in range. He needs to basically... Oh yeah, zap time. He needs to micromanage his harvesters not to overstep their boundaries. This is so tough. Despro going for a flamer APC now. Alright, alright. I see what you're doing there. But I think after that there is no gas left in the tank. There is literally 1 harvester. That's the entire extent of your economy. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. Godspeed. Oh, there's an actual expansion MCV now out for Blackened as well. He is gonna try and claim the top spot and is not gonna be contested at all. Let's check the asset discrepancy, shall we? Yeah! I've played those games. I actually love playing those games because it's so much like... Oh! Firing up their Gatling guns on the mobile flags. It's so much like, come on, come on. You need to make value trades in order to make this work. Yeah, this is an annoying trait of flak trucks. They can poke flame towers from outside of range. Oh, nice, blocking the deployment from the War Factory. That is really well played. Good hustle. Ooh, 2 of the flamers died in the rifle fire. That is no bueno. He gets to snipe the War Factory, but that doesn't matter because there is still so much econ on the map. That was a nice attempt from Despro. Yeah, that was honestly Blackened just being that little bit more aggressive than Despro was anticipating. And as a result, in march the flak trucks. This is not usually something you want to do. This is usually a cavalcade of doom, but he's so far ahead that doesn't matter anymore. Shaki's not enough. Chi being called. All right, that is the 1-1 equalizer. With that, that is a great opening salvo for a best of 7. The Caution Cup 2022 has definitely provided some entertaining replays. Thank you to Dankshot for sending me this replay package, and great hustle from both players. Highly, highly entertaining, and we're gonna keep tabs on Despro because he seems to be right up my alley in terms of unconventional playstyles, tech rushes, madness ensuing, and Blackened seems to be back in form. Most certainly comeback, if you will. Used to be one of the top dogs, then kind of fell off the radar. It's back with a vengeance. Alrighty, that's it for this week. We are gonna be back with more Caution Cup games 3 through 7. And shout out to Caution for hosting these. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.